Hello friends, my name is Claire. Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to be doing a light academia boarding school building in The Sims 4. So this is built in the world that came with Discover University, and I decided to build it in this world because it just kind of made the most sense and kind of the most realistic for having a boarding school. I did make a dark academia boarding school several months ago, or 7 months ago, if you watch Survivor, hopefully you got that reference. So we are just starting off in this courtyard area. I wanted to keep the whole build very bright, and the main color throughout the space is white, and I just kind of wanted to do that because I'm like, okay, that's like the only color that I think that I know would work like everywhere. It's like light colors. I do add like pops of like yellow and green in the boarding house. I don't know what exactly the formal name I should call this building, but I do add some yellows and greens because that is the school colors. And I wanted to point out this little busk man. I was thinking, like, for story purposes, that busk could be like the founder of Bright Chester. This isn't a pack restricted build, and it has 2 bedrooms and 3 or 4 bathrooms. There's like 2 separate stalls in the library, and I did keep this floor plan somewhat similar to my Dark Academia house, boarding house, where the library is on the left side, and then like student housing or student bedrooms are on the right side. There was a little part of me that wanted to just keep that same building, just change all the colors to be lighter toned, but I also wanted something a little bit different. So if you haven't yet seen that video, it's up on my channel. It's called Dark Academia Boarding House or something similar to that. It's one of my favorite videos on my channel, so I hope you enjoyed that one as well. We are going to just be rearranging a few things, and I can't like not stop rearranging some things. Like I do come back every once in a while to just kind of like adjust things here and there. But now we are in the library space, and this area does have a like second level to it. So there is like a more like quieter study spot that your Sims can play chess on, and I wanted this area to just kind of be mostly for like reading and working on homework, although each room does have 2 desks for both Sims, so they can either be working here in the library or be working in their bedroom. But when I think of like old like buildings that are like scholarly spaces, I think of large library spaces, and so I wanted to include that into this build. And so we are just going to be working on this like desk area. I want to make sure that there's plenty of room for all the Sims. This is like a boarding house, but you can invite your some friends over to study with you or whatnot. I did want to have a lot of like skill building items so it's easier for your Sims to gain skills, and so we are just going to be finishing up the like main area and working on the little bathrooms. I didn't like assign a gender to these bathrooms. I don't know why, it just seemed like it would be like not fitting to this building. And if like your roommates are using one bathroom and you don't want to like walk all the way over to your like bedroom area to use the bathroom, you can just use the one around the corner. So we are just going to be adding some pictures. This is one thing that I didn't really do that well in my Dark Academia house is make like pictures in the library because like that kind of makes sense. That's like just one of those like more useful things is to have like a map if your sim is like studying to be a map maker or whatever. So we are just going to be going on the second level. So you can see that there is like a large like look down spot in the center of the room, and I really liked how it like just connected the first level to the second level. There is only one way to get to this level, and that is the staircase. I didn't want to make like a secret passageway, although that would be kind of cool. I decided to have more desks up here, so there are plenty of spots for your Sims to work and do their homework. Maybe you want to have like a study club. If you have the get together pack, you can like form a group and study together, and so that might be a good use of all of these desks that I have added into the library. I kind of had this like story idea that like it was once separated, but then like building updated, and then they connected the like main housing area to the library, and that's kind of like why there's like a large walkway in between this library space and the rest of the housing. And so we are just going to be adding some lamps at the end of these tables and going to be going outside, going to be adding a little bit of seating. This lot that I built the housing on is like right next to a pond, and so I wanted to have some like art easels for your Sims to like paint the pond, and then hopefully you're able to like sell those pictures of the pond. But that was just kind of like story minding. I'm not really trying to tell you how to play this game. So we are just going to be adding a little debate stage upstairs. I was just kind of like from refamiliarizing myself with some of these items because I don't really use the debate stage that often unless I'm doing something specific like a boarding house. So we are going to be making this bedroom on the first level with the green beds, and then there's another bedroom on the second level, and they have yellow beds, and I did that mostly to easily identify which spot we are in. And you might be wondering, there's not really much of a kitchen space in this area, and I do add like a proper kitchen area. It's like you have to like walk through the bedroom to like, get into the area, but each room does have its own like kitchen et space. So we are just going to be kind of workshopping this area right now. I wanted to make sure that the center of the room wasn't empty, and so that's why I put these desks in the center of the room. But adding the walls for the kitchen kind of made that area feel full, and so I found another spot for the Sims to do their homework if they want to do their homework in the room. And I do want to make sure that there was enough space for your Sims to like give a presentation. I haven't played like Discover University in a while, but I do remember when I did play it, I had to make a few presentations, and then I had to like be in a spot where like Sims were around so like I could like practice presenting. And that's one reason why playing with a club or like creating like a study club might be a good idea, to just kind of like have people there or have Sims there to listen to your presentation. And so we are just going to be working on that little kitchen space and going to be trying to personalize the rooms, but I didn't want to like overly personalize each little spot. Like I wanted to like have something on the desk, but I didn't want to have anything like too take specific because I wanted you and your Sims roommates to decide on like those like kind of more personalized things. So we are just going to be adding some upper shelving, and I'm mentioning this because the first level is on medium wall height, and then the second level is, I'm pretty sure, on short, or I'm pretty sure this is on tall wall height, and the second level is on medium wall height. So there's kind of a like it kind of like looks different. Also, this kitchen is smaller, but the bathroom is bigger. But on the second level, the kitchen I think is actually the same size, but it has a smaller bathroom. So that's just something to consider if you want to play in this house for when your Sims go to university, and all the information is down in the description, like the total price and the total number of packs I used for this build. I do move that little like animal sign above that desk into the common entryway area because I feel like it kind of looked more like, hey, we help, come like contact us type of information, and I replace that like that empty spot with a whiteboard, I'm pretty sure. And now we are in the large bathroom, so large I could have fit two showers and still had like a toilet and a sink in this bathroom. And I wanted to like go for more like base grade like cabinets because I'm like, this is like student housing. They want to like maybe go a little cheap in some areas, and just things break sometimes when things aren't yours, you just aren't as careful with them. And so we are going to be adding a shower and just very simple items. I do raise up the windows to better fit the mirror in this space, and it also has two sinks, which I know is a little bit unnecessary, but I to fill in the space, but I didn't want to like overly clutter this bathroom, so I wanted to have the essentials in this space. And this room does have a laundry hampers at each area, so your Sims can be put their dirty clothes places. Anyway, we are going to be now working on a little bit of a hangout space for these Sims to like kind of more relax, watch some TV. Downstairs like is kind of like a get together area, but I think of that area more as a formal space and not as a more like relaxing after a stressful test day. I think of this area as a more relaxing space. So we are just going to be kind of messing around with the floor plan right now, and it did take me a while to like figure out how I wanted this to go, and I actually don't show the final version because I was messing with it for so long, but it's pretty close to how it does end up being. And so if you want to see the final version, you gotta stay towards the end for the screenshots. And so now we are just going to be adding some pictures. I was thinking that these could be like historical pictures, maybe like famous people who went to this university. That this does have a little bit of a backstory to it of Bright Chester. It has a it's been like an older school, and then there's like a new rival school that sounds very similar to my elementary school, and it's like that area's kind of more modern. And I was thinking if I should do a light academia housing in that other newer school, because I did the dark academia in this school as well, but I'm like, you know what, maybe somebody wants to have a light one or a dark one for the same school. So we are now in the second bedroom on the second level. You can see I'm just going up and down a lot because I wanted to keep it cohesive with the first bedroom. I just wanted to rearrange some of these items so it looks a little bit different, has like a slightly different flow to it, but the kitchen is in the same spot. The bathroom is on the opposite side of the bedroom downstairs, and so we are just working on the kitchen space right now. And if your Sims want to, you can cook together in this space. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure they can't cook together, but there is an empty counter space in this kitchen for your Sims to kind of more properly cook, although having or not having an oven is part of the student housing requirements, so maybe they can't actually properly cook. Anyway, we are just going to be adding a picture and going to be adding the same table and chairs from the first bedroom. It does kind of look a little bit different, I would say, but it's very similar to the first bedroom. And so we're just going to be copying some desk chairs, and I wanted to copy the rugs as well. So you'll see that later on in the video or possibly in the screenshots. I currently can't remember if I show the rugs coming into this second bedroom. I just feel like it made sense to have rugs, like the big base, or the, not big, I sized them up, but the base game circle rugs just fit perfectly in the little turrets of this castle student housing. I don't know why I say castle. Anyway, we are going to be adding those rugs like I said, and going to be heading into the decoration category, and just wanted to add some more like student items like a backpack and different like desk items and different skill building items. I do add the microphone from the high school years pack because that just seemed more fitting than like the base game, like swirly one, or not swirly, it's curvy. And now we are in the bathroom for this that connects into this bedroom, and again, very just kind of like copy and paste from the first level. It is the smaller bedroom, like, or bathroom, like I mentioned before, and so we are going to be finishing up the video. I do go around to add a few more decorative items in the student housing, but then we're going to be heading into screenshots. I just want to say thank you to all those who've subscribed. We are currently at 105 subscribers, and I would love to match my Instagram following. I'm very small here on YouTube, and I would love to continue this journey and this community that I'm building. So if you have any build suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to play in this university housing, you can check out the description. It has all the information. I post new videos every single Tuesday, and I will see y'all then. Bye!